Flag on the right. That is dangerous.
Water ball, that's short.
Yeah. Flag perched on the front right here.
Try and figure out exactly where Daniel Berger's ball last crossed the red line.
Now the crowd likes what's happening over at 17. On the leaderboard down the lower left, we see that Cam Smith has come up with a birdie at 11 as well. So look at his round. Birdied 5 of his first 6. Bogeyed his next 3. Now has birdied his next 2.
Still has 1 par through 11 holes.
1 par, right. Par the 5th, I believe it was.
That's right.
And that's it.
That is it.
And he's got a 1-shot edge over Paul Casey.
I mean, I'm sure they got it on camera. We can take, I mean.
100%. I said you can call a rules official and a camera.
Okay. Trying to make a determination probably where Daniel Berger's shot went out, went over.
Well. We thought it was pretty much at the pin, and you were kind of hitting from the right side of the fairway. Yeah, but it is.
I don't think it crossed up here. I don't think it crossed up here.
Yeah.
Okay. He's right here.
So some question about where Daniel Berger's second shot crossed into the hazard.
Yeah.
Where it crossed that red line. Hard to tell. Again, they're 200+ yards out, but it seemed like Hovland and Dahmen had a pretty good idea about where it might have been, but we'll let this play out.
Drop that I don't feel 100% correct about. I'm not saying it's all the way up there, but it's not back there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys had the best angle on it, so you have to decide that amongst yourselves like you normally would.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I'll go back to my divot and I will.
I just didn't think it was slicing that much. I thought it kind of started right and just faded, like kind of at the pin and just faded to the right edge.
I mean, that's what I saw. It would have, like if we're dropping all the way out here, I mean, like it would have had to cut probably 20 yards from here.
Just so you know.
But not from this point, I don't think. All the way back there, I would say so, but I just did not see the ball was all the way over the left side of the pin, all the way over here. I saw it more at the pin. Here, and then obviously cut at the end.
Yeah, I've never taken a bad drop in my life.
I'm not saying anything against that. I just don't.
So where do you have it personally?
Kind of just on the edge, like just short of the fairway, essentially. Kind of on that cross right there.
That's kind of where Joel just said.
Yeah.
So you have it back where you have it all the way back?
Just short of the fairway, right here. Like kind of just on the corner.
So you have it
like
back
over
here.
the grass bunker.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have it there. It's like not even a question to me.
I will say this, it was all the way till like the last.
Well, we'll try to give you a look of where his shot crossed over. Probably, I don't know, I'm guessing about 25, 30 yards back from there and then over.
Well,
what do you think, Brendan?
I think probably back there where Hovland and Joel Dahmen are saying that ball was pretty far in the water. I don't know, Johnny Mac, were you able to tell?
And I 100%, like it's not even a question in my mind. There's absolutely no way it crossed back. Like 0% chance. That's me.
I mean, I don't think they're going to come to a consensus here.
Right side of the fairway. Do you see the 16 there? The ball took off left of the 16 and finished in line with the right edge of the green. Like,
I just don't know if it cut that much. That's not really what I saw, but
I was 5 yards from him on his line.
yeah, I mean, I was next to Berger basically. I mean,
Anywhere along here is a good compromise between the two.
I mean,
It's wrong, but if that's where you guys.
Well, I think
it's wrong.
I'm telling you, it's wrong. Between the two.
No, it's
not my job.
No, I know.
To
Well,
tell you guys where. So you normally just work it out amongst yourselves. So
this is a bad drop here. I'm telling you. I'll drop here if this is where you guys want me to drop. It's a
go
bad
with
drop.
what you feel comfortable with, and you have the best.
I was walking all the way up to the red stake. That's literally how far left and how much cut my golf ball had.
I'm gonna go with you in this situation. You have the angle on.
I'm telling you, you want me to drop here? It's a bad drop. That's all I'm saying. It's way too far back.
I'm not going to make you do it. I want you to go with where you feel it crossed, all right? And if you guys are okay with it, I mean, you got two saying one.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm not really okay with it being up there. That's not really what I saw.
I'm not saying, Victor, I don't like.
I was close to your angle a bit.
Gino and I both were like, yeah, I could have caught the right side of the green, but I also.
You know what? I'm gonna drop here for the sake of you guys, but you guys
You're wrong. Put a ball play. Guys need to agree on it and let's go.
That good there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a wrong drop on it. It's way further up. It's further back. I mean, the problem is, this is the problem. No, I know, but I'm not going to have these guys sit here and do that. I am coming to a compromise, but it's a wrong drop because it crossed way up there. So that's the part
we don't have any video evidence, so I'm just kind of letting you guys work it out amongst yourselves.
So again, I mean, if you know the shape of the hole is that the bulkhead swings out and away and around the green. Daniel Berger is saying that he believes the ball went over the line much further up than where he's dropping now, and it appears as though Dahmen and Hovland have a different opinion of it. Well, here's where their first shots wound up.
They were both pretty adamant that his ball last crossed way back, actually all the way back where we see that grass cutout where the rough comes. So it sounds like they made a compromise and went kind of halfway between where Berger thought and where Dahmen and Viktor Hovland thought.
Kind of hard to tell here from this angle just because we can see where the ball went in, but we really don't have a beat on where it crossed into the water hazard. So really tough to tell. What Hovland and Dahmen are saying was you hit a pretty straight shot. You didn't hit the fade that we're hearing you say you did. Berger is alluding that I did hit a cut, and therefore it went much further up, much closer to the hole, and I believe I should be maybe another 50 to 60 yards up.
Correct. So
at least that's from what we can decipher.
if you're looking at 56, at least to land 110.
I can tell you when the purse is worth $2 million, and you can drop it wherever you want it to. $20 million purse, they're going to push you back.
Well, the top three places here, John, pay more than $1 million. All right, 3.6 for the win, and second and third place both in seven figures. There's serious money and points on the line.
Well, they're talking about that ball crossing back here somewhere, which would leave a much more difficult third shot. And I mean, as adamant as they were, they might have a point.
Unfortunately, I was too far left to get a good beat on it.
So after considerable discussion and obviously a difference of opinion, Berger hits a very nice shot up and can still salvage par.
Yeah, good shot there, and does have an opportunity to save 5. Maybe a little bit of animosity for the last couple of holes between these three guys.
Yeah, so obviously I was in kind of more of the left side of the fairway. Berger hitting from the right side, and Joel was kind of in the middle. But as soon as Daniel hit it in the air, he said, "Oh, water ball," and then I was watching the whole flight, and it was just short right of the green in the water on 16. And from my perspective, obviously I was a little further left than Daniel. In my opinion, I did not think the ball started very far left of the pin. It looked like it kind of started at the pin and then cut towards the end because the wind was also a little bit off the left. He obviously thought that he started it way left of the pin and then he kind of cut hard at the end, but that's not what Joel and I saw. I'm not going to put words in Joel's mouth, but he was closer to Daniel's line, and we both, you know, saw the same thing, that he kind of started pretty close to the pin and then cut to the right at the end, therefore not really crossing all the way up there close to the green. We thought it was closer to the grass bunker there, just past it, yeah, we had a little discussion about it.
Why did you feel it's so important to stand your ground, Viktor? You know, you could just have shrugged it off and let it go.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a fun conversation. You know, Daniel's game is great, and I have massive respect for him as a player. And but at the end of the day, we got to protect the field and protect all the other guys. It's not a fun conversation, but when you strongly believe in something, you kind of have to stand your ground, and yeah.
Have you ever been in a situation where you saw something like that and the other player was so opposed as Daniel seemed to be? He seemed to feel like you guys were wrong and he was right?
Yes, I have had an encounter of those before. Yeah.
Do you think he ultimately played from the right spot where he dropped?
It ended up being somewhat of a compromise. He dropped a little bit further up than Joel and I kind of thought, but we ended up making a compromise, and that's where he hit it from.
How was it left with you guys at the end? Did you have a chat afterwards about it or anything?
I mean, not really. I mean, we try to keep it professional. I mean, it's not like we're trying to dog on Daniel and try to screw him over. I mean, it's just that's what we believe, and he obviously felt strongly the other way. It's just what it is. I'm not accusing him of anything. I mean, it's golf. The golf ball is in the air for a couple seconds. I mean, it's tough to exactly pinpoint where it crossed and not. But you know, Joel and I saw it in one way, and he saw it differently.
Hey, I'm Brooks Koepka, and thanks for watching the PGA Tour on YouTube. To watch another video here, and subscribe right there.